absolute power.
Welcome to the show, WWE Nation. This is SmackDown Spotlight, your update center for matches and news. Hit that bell and let's begin. In a jaw-dropping twist that left fans speechless, Roman Reigns has once again proven why he's the master of mind games in WWE. During this week's SmackDown, the Tribal Chief unveiled a shocking new ally that no one saw coming, an announcement that completely shifted the power dynamics within WWE's most heated rivalries. For weeks, CM Punk has been waging a psychological war against Reigns, trying to expose cracks in the Bloodline's armor. But tonight, Reigns flipped the script with one of the most surprising alliances in recent memory. The setup. CM Punk's mind games backfire. CM Punk has been relentless in his mission to dismantle Roman Reigns' dominance. Ever since returning to WWE, Punk has used his signature verbal assaults and psychological tactics to get under the Tribal Chief's skin. Backstage interviews, in-ring promos, and mind-bending mind games have all been part of Punk's arsenal. Many believed he was succeeding. Reigns had been quieter than usual, and speculation grew that cracks were forming in his empire. But what nobody realized was that Roman was simply waiting for the perfect moment to strike back. With Paul Heyman's faction expanding, now boasting Seth Rollins, Braun Breaker, and Bronson Reed, Reigns knew he needed to shift the balance of power. The WWE Universe assumed he might bring in another powerhouse or surprise member of the Bloodline. Instead, he turned to someone far more dangerous, a master manipulator with a history intertwined with Punk's own career. The moment. Who said I was alone? As SmackDown reached its climax, CM Punk stood in the center of the ring, microphone in hand, taunting Roman Reigns for his supposed isolation. The tension was electric. Then, the unmistakable sound of Roman's entrance theme hit, and the Tribal Chief made his way down the aisle with that signature smirk on his face. Punk mocked him again, calling him a king with no kingdom. But Reigns simply raised the microphone and said 6 words that would send shockwaves through the arena. Who said I was alone? The lights went out. The crowd erupted as the first chords of Metalingus by Alter Bridge blasted through the speakers, Edge's iconic entrance theme. For a moment, the audience lost their minds, believing the rated-R superstar had returned to side with Reigns. But then, nothing. The music cut abruptly. The titantron flickered to life, revealing a shadowy warehouse setting. Standing in the center of the screen, smirking with that familiar arrogance, was none other than Christian Cage. The shocking reveal. Christian Cage joins forces with Roman Reigns. "See, Punk?" Reigns said, turning back to the camera. "I told you I'd find someone even better than you." Christian tilted his head slightly, laughed, and simply said, "Hello, old friend." The arena exploded in disbelief. CM Punk's face told the entire story: shock, confusion, and then pure fury. In a single moment, his greatest rival from years past had returned, not to challenge him, but to team up with the very man he's been trying to tear down. Christian's alliance with Roman Reigns immediately redefined the landscape of WWE. Known for his cunning mind and manipulative brilliance, Christian brings a cerebral edge that perfectly complements Reigns' physical dominance. He doesn't need to overpower opponents with strength. He destroys them psychologically, one calculated word at a time. A strategic masterstroke by Reigns. According to sources within WWE, this alliance was Roman Reigns' idea from the start. He understood that Punk's strength lies not just in his in-ring ability, but in his ability to out-talk and outthink his enemies. To counter that, Reigns needed someone who could match Punk on the microphone, a master of the verbal chess game. Enter Christian Cage. Christian's history with Punk runs deep, stretching back to their early days in ECW and beyond. Their rivalry was built on respect, bitterness, and the constant struggle for intellectual superiority. Both men are known for their razor-sharp tongues and ability to dissect opponents' weaknesses. By bringing Christian into his circle, Reigns has effectively neutralized Punk's most dangerous weapon: his words. This move also shows just how strategic Roman has become. He's not just defending his title anymore. He's defending his legacy. Every alliance, every statement, every smirk, It's all part of a grander plan to stay one step ahead of everyone else. CM Punk's fury and the fallout. The reaction on Punk's face told the story better than any commentary could. The moment Christian appeared on screen, Punk's confidence crumbled. Years of unresolved tension and rivalry resurfaced instantly. He didn't just see Roman's new ally, he saw the embodiment of everything he's fought against: manipulation, betrayal, and ego. Punk stormed out of the ring, pacing furiously as Roman laughed from the ramp. The show ended with Punk shouting up the ramp, "You made the worst mistake of your career," while Christian's laughter echoed across the arena. Social media immediately exploded. Within minutes, Roman and Christian and Punk vs. Reigns began trending worldwide. Fans and wrestling analysts alike called it one of the most shocking reveals of the year. A reunion tease and future possibilities. What makes this twist even more intriguing is the growing speculation about Edge's impending return. If Edge were to step back into the WWE ring, the idea of him crossing paths with Christian and potentially reuniting under Roman's banner has fans buzzing with excitement and curiosity. Could this be the formation of a new dominant faction? Imagine a stable featuring Roman Reigns, Christian Cage, and a returning Edge. Three icons, each representing a different era of WWE dominance. The thought alone sends chills down the spine of wrestling fans everywhere. At the same time, Punk is unlikely to back down. If anything, this betrayal will push him to fight harder. Rumors suggest he might look for allies of his own, perhaps calling on some old friends, or even surprising rivals to even the odds. With SummerSlam approaching, this rivalry is poised to explode in ways no one could have predicted. The psychology behind the alliance. Roman Reigns has always understood the power of perception. Aligning with Christian isn't just about adding another name to his roster. It's about shifting the narrative. Christian represents intelligence, unpredictability, and psychological warfare, the very traits Punk once prided himself on. In one move, Reigns didn't just find an ally, he found Punk's reflection. Someone who knows exactly how to expose the cracks in his armor, someone who can make him doubt himself long before they even touch gloves in the ring. That's what makes this partnership so dangerous. It operates on the mental battlefield as much as the physical one. A game-changing SmackDown moment. Tonight's SmackDown will be remembered as the night Roman Reigns changed the game once again. By aligning himself with Christian Cage, he proved that the era of the Tribal Chief is far from over. It's simply evolving. This isn't just about championships anymore. It's about legacy, control, and the art of psychological dominance. For CM Punk, the war has just begun. He's not just fighting Roman Reigns now. He's fighting the ghosts of his past, the memories of rivalries that defined him, and the mental traps that only Christian knows how to set. As the road to SummerSlam heats up, one thing is certain. WWE has entered a new era of mind games, manipulation, and monumental storytelling. Roman Reigns may have found his perfect match, not in the ring, but in strategy, and CM Punk may have finally met his greatest challenge yet. The Tribal Chief isn't standing alone anymore. He's standing beside one of the most cerebral competitors in wrestling history, and together, they just rewrote the balance of power in WWE.